Ever felt like you should have been born in another time or century? Drink a jug of this stuff and you'll be transported back to some tavern somewhere, drinking with your Viking buddies, singing songs of women and battles and pillaging your way to fame and fortune. Or if you're lucky, Valhalla. So what is mead?
You might be asking that. It's the oldest alcoholic beverage that's fermented.
Fermented. Exactly. Like 4,000 years ago they invented this stuff. It's made up of honey, water, and yeast in its basic form. Vikings used it during their rituals and ceremonies and during their big feasts and whatnot. So you might be wondering who my lovely assistant is here. It's my wife, Crystal. As soon as alcohol is involved, she figures she needs to be in part of the video. Never shows up to any other videos that I do. Talk about a little bit of alcohol and maybe make some, and she's there. So enough talking, let's get to making. So here we've got all our stuff all sanitized. Nobody wants to watch us washing this stuff, so it's all pre-sanitized already. This sanitizing stuff is just IO Star. You can get all these products off of Amazon, every one of them. So I'll have links below and everything for you guys to check out, and click on them and check out the links and maybe buy them or whatever if you're interested in making some of this here mead. One of the other products, again off of Amazon, is this Lavlin EC 1118. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna add, I don't know, half a gallon of this water into this here jar. Okay. And here is we've just put these bottles of honey in some really hot water just to help it flow, make it easier to squeeze it in here. And what we're gonna do is squeeze all 3 pounds of honey into this jug of water, and then we'll add the rest of the water to make the gallon. So what you need to do to make this mead is you need 3 pounds of honey to 1 gallon of water. That's the typical mixture that you see online.
So this is the formula of the honey.
There we go. There we go. So we got the 3 pounds of honey added to our gallon of water. So now we're going to add about a half a pack of this yeast here.
And this is the Lavlin EC 1118 that Ron chose. And why did you choose this?
Because the temperature variance, because it has a, while it's fermenting, it has a temperature variance of, I think it was 45 degrees to 90 degrees. And because the way we have our thermostat set, our house is warm during the day, it cools down at night, comes back up, so our inside temperature varies quite a bit. And some yeasts only have like a 5-degree variance, tolerance, I guess is the word.
So it's actually 1 teaspoon basically in there.
So you need like a quarter of that.
About,
or half of that, I mean.
That's maybe a little too.
That's not enough.
Okay. That's probably half. Because then, oh no, maybe that's not quite half.
No. You don't have to be real exact with this either. Somewhere around a half.
There we go.
Would they say that one little package is good for 5 gallons, I believe is what they say?
Yes.
4 to 5 gallons or something like that. So now that we have our stuff yeast in there, we are ready to mix her up. Let's grab ourselves a power tool.
Every Fabbin adventure has to have a power tool.
This is my favorite part. Unless I don't know how to operate my own drill. Come on. Come on. I don't know how to operate my own drill. There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. And we'll just mix her up good and proper.
I'm really glad that you didn't make me shake it in the jug.
It would have been a lot of shaking.
A lot of shaking. A lot of shaking, people.
There we go. Now I got her under control. Woo!
Ron's learning how to use the drill.
This is the man's power mixer right here. How long do you think we should mix this for?
Let me pour another drink and tell you.
There's nothing on the internet that tells you mix for 5 minutes or whip until frothy.
So we're gonna whip it until my drink is done.
I'd say we're probably mixed up pretty good. Woo. I think I read somewhere something about this thing saying don't mix at high speeds for a while. I'm gonna say we're probably good.
We're probably good.
We'll take off our power mixer. We'll put this thing aside. Okay, so now we're just gonna top this up with the rest of our water. And we're actually using distilled water in this experiment.
Am I using all of
Yeah, put
this
more.
4 liters? Or should I?
Yeah, let's, what we could do, maybe stop there.
Okay.
And then we're gonna we should have mixed that up a little bit more now that we put that water in there. Let me have this thing here.
Okay.
Sticky.
I wonder why.
Okay. We'll just mix this little fresh water that we just put in there. We'll mix it up, and then we're gonna put her in our specific gravity meter, and we'll see what her alcohol content is. That's probably good.
Okay. Take that.
So now, without making a mess, or trying not to make a mess, we're gonna pour some of this in there. Oop, whoa.
Oh. Glug, 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 glug.
And they say you don't need to pour it all in there. Now we'll put our specific gravity meter in here. This thing is gonna give us a potential alcohol.
Oh look, there's like little beads.
Well, yeah. So we got some bubbles in the bottom of this. We'll just make the bubbles disappear if we can. And we'll see what we got here. .120. So that comes up as a potential alcohol content of about 15%. So I suspect if we put more water in, that's gonna go lower, right?
No more water.
We want we want a strong booze. So I'd say we're good there then.
We are golden.
Let's put this in there. Is that what we're doing?
No. Let's just put it right here.
Okay, so let's pour our goods back. Our sticky goods into our sticky jar. Okay, so what we need to now do when the fermentation happens, there's gonna be gases that come out of this. And we need to fill this. It's like a one-way valve. We'll fill it part way. Some people say water, some people say alcohol, so that if any bugs get in there, they can't swim their way through and get into our concoction. So
Did you say you need alcohol for in there?
we need alcohol in here.
I just happen to have some.
How do we get this sucker open here?
It kind of turns and pops, I think.
We're just gonna rip it off. How are you gonna get that in there? It's got a fill line, see?
Fill line.
Here, I better hold it like this. Then this goes in here.
Don't we take that lid off?
No, it breathes through them little holes.
Oh.
And then we just
Oh, we forgot the raisins.
Oh yeah. Right.
So why do we add these raisins?
These
again?
raisins are a substitute for a yeast nutrient, which we don't have. So you look online, they give a bunch of ideas for yeast nutrient substitute. Raisins.
These are really good raisins.
Pop them babies in there. That's probably enough. Okay, now we put this bad boy back in. All right, so now that we've got everything all done, we're just gonna wrap her up in a towel, keep it dark because we don't have an amber lens. Wrap her up in a towel, put her in a dark room, leave it in there for a couple weeks while she ferments, and then we'll come back to it and maybe do some back sweetening or something like that. I can't wait.
Me neither.
It's made of honey.
Oh, you know what we forgot to do?
What's that?
Activate the yeast.
Sure enough, we did. Cut. Women. And I lost it. Singing songs of women and battles, and I lost it. You weren't supposed to bust a gut there.
Pardon it.
I did that over there. Cut.
Orange.
Exactly. Exactly. Awesome. You gotta look at that, and don't look. You gotta look at the lens, otherwise you can see it on the screen when you're looking sideways.
Okay.
So now what?
I don't know what our next thing is.
Nobody wants to watch you. What? Because nobody wants to. Because nobody wants to watch.
Oldest fermenting alcohol.
Fermented.
Fermented. That has been around.
She's I just looked at her tits.